Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to this episode. Well, if you're a returning sub or viewer, I should say welcome back. But if you're new, welcome to this episode of Coffee Breaks with Brie. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about coffee. I know, oh my gosh, everyone is so surprised. So we're gonna be talking about coffee today. I'm super lucky because I actually had a company reach out who I guess I've reviewed their coffee before. I had no idea, let's be real. Sometimes I will just go on Amazon and I'll look for different coffee companies and different coffee just to give it a whirl, to try it out. So in a previous video that I will actually link down below, and I'll put my little thumbnail right here, I had reviewed this coffee called Crave Coffee, and it was delicious, not gonna lie. I think there was like an issue though during my filming with that where like a water main broke like down the street from my house or something, and it was just hectic. And I was in the middle of trying to brew coffee so I could try it and all this chaotic stuff. So after viewing this video, make sure if you're interested in hearing more about this company's coffee, you can go ahead and click on that link below and check out their Crave Coffee. All right. So with that being said, I have this beautiful box right here called Donut Stop. This is a variety pack of flavored coffee. Again, it came from Amazon. This coffee has multiple different flavors in it. So when I opened this package up and I started taking the coffee out, I didn't realize there were like 37 flavors. There's really not. But honestly, as I was like taking them out, I'm like, okay, that's another flavor. There's so many in here. And I gotta be honest with you guys, like, I was actually shocked. I was not expecting there to be so many flavors. In total, there are, hold on a minute, I have them right here. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different flavors that come in this little Donut Stop variety pack. So I gotta be honest with you guys, totally worth it. The first coffee I'm here to review with you guys is the chocolate glazed coffee that they have. If you are someone who likes kind of like a mocha, you know, chocolate donut type of flavor in your coffee, I highly suggest the chocolate glazed that they have here. It's delicious. It's definitely familiar. I feel like I've had coffees in the past that have kind of tasted like this as well. Even my brother tried it and he said it was delish. I'm like pointing in this direction because he lives over there upstairs. But he said it was delicious as well. So I highly suggest, if you again are somebody who likes mocha, kind of like that chocolatey flavor, maybe with a little nuttiness in there too, then I definitely suggest you try out the chocolate glazed that Donut Stop coffee has to offer. Next, we have a coffee that you literally cannot go wrong with. If you're somebody who loves cinnamon, okay, like cinnamon sugar, cinnamon bun, just cinnamon in general, like me, I usually brew my coffee with ground cinnamon in it. If you haven't tried that and you're like, that sounds delicious, I'm telling you right now, do it, because you will not regret it. Don't put too much cinnamon though, because you will notice if you put too much, like I've experienced, there will be cinnamon on the bottom of your coffee mug. But we're going to talk about two at once right now because they're similar. But yeah, if you like cinnamon, these coffees will definitely be for you. We'll start off with the cinnamon sugar flavored coffee they have here. Oh my goodness. You know how like you try something for the first time and you're like, yes, this is something like that. The first time I had this cinnamon sugar coffee, I swear it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. So good, on cloud 9, like dramatic, okay? Just dramatic. So again, it's cinnamon sugar. It's not sweet at all. It's not really like, you know, you would drink it and be like, oh my gosh, cinnamon sugar, it's too sweet. If you like sugar in your coffee, I suggest then definitely adding some sugar to it. But again, it's not sweetened. It also goes along with the next K-Cup they gave me here in our little package of 40 assorted flavors. We have the cinnamon bun flavored coffee. Okay, I know what you're thinking. She likes cinnamon. It's probably gonna be the same type of review for this coffee. It is. This one is also delicious, again, with that cinnamon flavor. The cinnamon bun coffee is probably, honestly, my favorite coffee from this entire 40 pack. Not gonna lie. And it's not just because I love to brew cinnamon in my coffee. It's honestly just because I love anything cinnamon. Cinnamon donuts, cinnamon crullers, cinnamon. The cinnamon bun coffee definitely has a little more of like a nutty taste when compared to the cinnamon sugar coffee. Again, if I had to pick between these two, I definitely would say the cinnamon bun is more of kind of my style, my flavor, definitely my go-to coffee from this pack. I did try a coffee in the past, literally called Cinnabon from that company, Cinnabon, and that coffee was delicious. Again, it reminds me of this coffee. They both taste close to about being the same, I want to say. But again, the cinnamon bun coffee is another delicious coffee that came in my variety pack. If you guys are ready, we have 5 more to go. So our next one. The next coffee we're going to talk about is an interesting flavor. Now, I don't love it, which is okay because that happens, right? You don't have to love everything you try. Jelly donut. I've tried a coffee like this before, jelly donut flavored. Wasn't my thing then, still isn't my thing now, but it doesn't mean that it wouldn't be yours. So if you're like, jelly donut, yes, give it a try. But there's just something about the aftertaste for me that isn't great. Like, taking a sip of it is good. It just has like this weird flavor to it that, again, the aftertaste for me just, it's not working. I don't know how to really describe it. It's not fruity, but it does kind of taste fruity in a way. I've had a strawberry flavored coffee before, and it was kind of the same deal. Like, you sip it, it tastes good at first, but that aftertaste is a little too strong and just doesn't sit well with me. So there is a jelly donut flavored coffee. If you like jelly donuts and you think you might like this coffee, I suggest giving it a try. But for me, I think it's just that fruity flavor wasn't really hitting the spot. Next up on the list, we have French Cruller. If I'm saying that right, Cruller, I think so. This is another one of the coffees that my brother tried and he was like, yes, delicious. I have to agree. It does kind of have like a smooth, nutty flavor to it. I do really like it. Definitely one of my favorites that came in the pack. If you're somebody who thinks you might like this, again, a kind of a smooth, nutty flavor, not really a strong aftertaste. Definitely a good coffee for mornings if you wake up like me and that's the first thing you think of. I want a cup of coffee. I definitely suggest trying this flavor coffee from the Donut Stop variety pack. Next up on the list, this one is interesting. I've had a blueberry flavored coffee before. I think it's very similar to that jelly donut. Like, the aftertaste is not my favorite. I don't know what it is. It's just probably that fruitiness in the coffee is not for me. I like more of that cinnamon flavor, kind of like maybe a vanilla flavor. So the fruit flavored coffees, it's hard for me. I want to like them and I always try them and it's kind of always the same result. I thought maybe as I got older, I would like fruity flavored coffees more, but at this point we're stuck. Not really a fan. But the variety pack did come with this glazed blueberry cake is what it's called, which, hold the phone, that sounds absolutely delicious, right? Blueberry cake. And it was good. But again, it's that aftertaste for me. You do taste the blueberry. I definitely want to say that it's a fairly strong flavor in the coffee, which, isn't always a bad thing. If you're a fan of blueberry, then you would probably like this. I want to say it doesn't taste like any type of cake, honestly. It's more so just that blueberry flavor. So if you're somebody who has had the blueberry coffee at Dunkin' Donuts or Mary Lou's or Honeydew or any other coffee shop near you that sells a blueberry flavored coffee and you liked it, I would highly suggest to try this one out. So this one was interesting, and I kind of think it's funny because being from Massachusetts, from Boston, It's always cool to try something that has the Boston name in it. So if you are a fan of Boston cream donuts, you might want to try this coffee out. So we have a Boston cream flavored coffee here. I gotta be honest with you, it does remind me of the Boston cream donuts. It's delicious. This is definitely another one of my favorites that came in this pack. It is a good cup of coffee in the morning when you wake up and you're like, oh, I just need that coffee. Highly suggest you guys try out this Boston cream. Again, if you like Boston cream donuts, you're going to like this. Especially if you add a little bit of milk in there, a little bit of creamer, make it a little more creamy. Definitely a fan favorite, and I think you should try it. Last but not least, we are going to talk about the last flavor that I found, that I tried, that came in the variety pack. It definitely was not a letdown. I gotta be honest with you. Original flavored coffees are always great, in my opinion. And the final coffee we're gonna talk about today is the old-fashioned flavored coffee that came in the Donut Stop package. Now, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, old-fashioned, that is like just so boring. It's plain coffee, whatever. Delicious. Again, it makes me think of course, donuts, the old-fashioned donuts that you can get from Dunkin' or anywhere else around you. If you've never had an old-fashioned donut, highly suggest you try it. They are amazing with coffee, okay? They're like sweet and, oh my, just 100% just delicious. And this coffee, I haven't tried it with an old-fashioned donut yet, but if you're interested, I suggest getting this and trying it with an old-fashioned donut. Now I want to do that, but very good. Again, has that kind of smooth, nutty flavor in the coffee. It's not anything overpowering. It's just your normal, nice cup of coffee. And having an old-fashioned donut and like eating that with, oh, I'm about to go to Dunkin' Donuts. So the last coffee we talked about today is the old-fashioned flavored coffee. It's delicious, it's smooth, it's mellow, definitely a great cup of coffee for the morning. And yeah, ooh, there are a lot of flavors in here. There are a lot. So real quick, let's review all the coffees we've talked about. Maybe we'll go like in a random order because I just have them all like stacked here now. So again, old-fashioned flavored came in my Donut Stop package. We have Boston cream that also came in the package. We have glazed blueberry cake. Interesting. Jelly donut. We're gonna go with the French cruller. If I'm saying that right, I think I am. Next up, we have the chocolate glazed, the cinnamon bun coffee, which just has my heart entirely, and the cinnamon sugar coffee. So if you are interested in trying out any of these coffees, I highly suggest you click that link down in the description below and go ahead on Amazon and purchase these coffees for yourself. I believe you can go on and kind of pick and choose flavors as well if there's really one that sounded great to you. I believe that is also an option. Make sure you go ahead, click that link, and check those out. Thank you for watching this episode of Coffee Breaks with Brie. Before you go, I know I'm telling you to click all these links, but don't forget to hit that red subscribe button right down here. Click that red subscribe button, join my YouTube family, and come hang out for more videos in the future. I love chatting with you guys. Thank you for listening to my coffee break today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.